everyone, this is Alicia. I'm going to be talking about the chapter 6 assignment listening. Number 1, how can you tell when someone is listening to you? I love when I'm receiving the same eye contact as I'm giving to the person that I'm talking to or communicating with, because it will show how they're engaged and actually listening to our conversation. And when they're giving eye contact back, they tend to stop looking at their phones and actually voice out their thoughts and opinions as well, which I appreciate a lot. Because if you're looking on your phone, then you're not listening to me. Also, when someone is listening to me, they change their whole body language. You can see their body language just like physically change, and it's to the point that their body is facing towards you, and that's how I know you're fully engaged. And another one is how they're able to respond and show empathy while they're giving their point of view. Number 2, how does it make you feel when someone is not listening to you? When someone isn't listening to me, I feel disconnected and disrespected, because at that point, I feel like I can still voice my opinion and thoughts, but at the same time, I'm not being heard. Like I'm invisible or something. Like I'm talking to nobody at this point. Not being heard by the one person I want to genuinely have a conversation with the most. So then again, I do feel like an outlier and ignored, especially when the communication is between two people. If the other person isn't attentive, then honestly, don't hear me out. We're just not gonna have a conversation, because you're just not listening to me at all. And it makes me feel like I'm talking to no one but myself. Number 3, please describe in detail a time when you felt like you weren't being listened to and you were saying something very important. So this happens a lot with my boyfriend. When I'm having a conversation with him about anything, whether it's school, work, did I do anything different, what did I do, talk about your day, he's always on his phone. It's always the phone in his hands, and he's either watching Instagram reels, Facebook videos, or YouTube videos on a really high volume. Like his volume's on blast, and that's so annoying. And that is rude and disrespectful, because if I'm telling you something important or just like talking about my day and you're just not listening, like selective hearing, I feel like he has selective hearing. I love him wholeheartedly, but he has selective hearing. If he doesn't, like, it just feels like if you're not gonna hear what I have to say, then I'm just not gonna share it. That's it. So whenever I ask him a question about something to see if he's following along, he's always like, huh, what did you say? So I return the favor, be a little bit petty, I guess, and ask him, what did you say? Because I have to repeat myself and it's rude. Whenever me and my boyfriend just try to work on our communication, which we are really trying to do, we let each other have their time in speaking out on what they have to say. Like if I have like 5 minutes to say whatever I can to get off my chest, then I'll only have that 5 minutes, and vice versa. And when we're communicating, there's no phones present, because he does like to be on his phone at all times. As a guy who's always on his phone, we're not gonna get into that. But when I'm listening to someone, and if they're trying to open up and talk to me about anything and everything, I remain eye contact at all times, because I'm engaged and I want to see your point of view. So in conclusion, it's hard to talk to someone when their attention isn't on you, because they're not engaged in your conversation and communication. They're just out the door. Thank you.